Hey, what up legends? Today we'll be discussing an awesome Theorycrafted deck made by my buddy Hearthpwn, who is posting a list for this on Hearthpwn, and we'll be writing a guide as soon as the expansion comes out. What we'll be talking about, of course, is the new Pogo-hopper rogue. A few things were removed, and of course the deck is receiving a ton of new cards that are going to make it arguably a lot better. So we'll discuss that in detail in just a moment. Of course, I know a lot of you guys are aware there is a giveaway today on this channel. I was giving away a regular and mega pre-purchase bundles for this set. I will announce the name of the winner of the regular bundle in this video, and in the next video, which is also going to be posted tonight, you'll learn about the winner of the mega pre-purchase bundles. And so with that out of the way, winners' names at the end of the video, and let's just talk about some awesome cards, shall we? Alright, let's be 100% honest here. Blizzard has created a ton of new toys for this archetype to thrive with in the new meta that is upcoming, and I cannot wait to play it. Now, there are a lot of cards that were considered in the creation of this deck, and a few that we will be omitting, as they could be good but can be replaced by a little bit better of cards. One of which, well, two of which are Lab Recruiter and Augmented Elec, and I already hear you say, wait a second, Kiwi, we're gonna be playing Pogo-hopper Rogue without those two cards? Well, yeah, there's one card that was created this time around that actually does the job of both of those cards, and while it doesn't give us the, flexibility of being able to play minions on curve, is just as powerful. Talking about Togwaggle Scheme, it lets us have one of the craziest combo that you can see in Hearthstone in general, in my opinion, and that is Tazna's Whisker, Pogo-hopper, Togwaggle Scheme. For all you know, that is going to win you the game almost instantly, as you are going to add copies of Pogo-hopper in your deck, but also receive a few of them in your hand that you'll be able to play immediately the turn afterwards. That can change a game extremely fast. Granted, you have the a high enough life total to be able to do so, but that should not be too much of a problem, since there is a ton of removal and ways for you to just overall make sure that you stay alive. What I'm talking about here is the Waggle Pick, brand new weapon that lets you deal with your opponent's minion, very, very efficiently and return something to your hand, whether that is another Pogo-hopper or you're actually just trying to survive, so you bounce a Ziliac back to your hand and play it back the same turn or something. Can be extremely powerful. We have the Sunreaver War Mage, 2 copies of it. And if you have a Vanish, a Sprint, or Myra's Unstable Element in your hand, so that's 5 spell in the entire deck, you'll be able to blast something for 4 damage. That's pretty good removal too, right? We have the 2 Vanishes, we have a Sap, and a few couple other interesting things. Now, we are losing the most favoritist card of tempo, any type of tempo mid-range rogue in the last couple years, and I'm talking about the Vile Spines. That is a little unfortunate. We do have to replace that with Walk the Plank, but I believe that that will do the job just as well. And with the weapon, that is 3 ways to actually in the mid game deal with your opponent's minions. I think that is going to be just enough. And if anything, you can straight up just protect yourself with Bronze Gatekeepers on top of a Pogo-hopper or something. It's 2 cards, but you can make it, I don't know, a 4/7, 4/8, quite easily. 4/8 taunt for 5, it's not too terrible. And, it'll grow with time, of course, but I think that there's enough cards in this to actually make you survive to the late game, at which point you're going to completely pop off due to, of course, a few more new cards that I absolutely love. In this deck, we are going to be playing Daring Escape. Daring Escape will allow you to return all friendly minions to your hand. That includes Pogo-hoppers that you've previously played, or of course Sunreaver Warmage to do damage. Did I mention that Sunreaver Warmage can actually go face? Yeah, Sunreaver damage can go face. That is quite insane if you ask me. And they'll be pretty easy to play, and of course we can bounce them. In fact, there's enough bounce in this deck to actually deal, let's see, to actually deal enough damage to kill your opponent straight up just with Sunreaver Warmage. Now, that's not the goal of your deck, of course. It could be done. Not in one turn though, but it could be done. And that is another alternative source of damage to your deck, which is quite nice. But yeah, just being able to just save things with the Daring Escape, just do effective trades and ensuring the survival of your minions. And then next we have Barista Lynchin, which will just give you copies of each of your other Battlecry's minion in your hand once it is played. So if you've got, I don't know, 2-3 Pogo-hoppers on the board, you get ridiculous value because it acts as 3 bounces that also give you, you know, that leaves the minion on the board, so it gives you extra value with that. You've got fresh minions in your hand, and you can just refresh your... She's a refresher, okay? She will serve you the best beer possible, and just make sure you're having a good time whilst playing this deck. Now, on the side of cards that we won't be seeing in this deck, Serrated Tooth, whilst it is a very good card, you know, it's decent weapon, it costs 1, it's got 1/3, and it gives rush to your minions. Don't really need it, even though, you know, it can be really powerful, giving your Pogo-hoppers rush. You've got your boy Ziliax for that, and plus, there are better spots in the deck. Baleful Banker, for the same reason we don't have Lab Recruiter, we won't be seeing that in the deck either. Growl the Shark can help us draw some Pogo-hoppers, but at the same time, since we're just trying to dump a crap ton of Pogo-hoppers in our deck, then Growl the Shark would only be a 3/3. That's not really good, so we don't really want him to be there. Gurubashi Hearthpwn is another contender. The only problem with that is that you're not guaranteed what Battlecry minion you get, and the Battlecry minions you get are not from your deck, they are Battlecry minions in general, so it's not very consistent. Yes, we could get an extra Pogo-hopper, but at the same time, we could get anything, right? And it's not very reliable, it's pretty expensive, we'll have to cut him. And then of course we've got Geppetto Joybuzz, which could technically be extremely strong in this deck, just giving us 2 minions, so we draw 2 minions, but its underwhelming stats make it, you know, just as terrible as it sounds. We could straight up just play a sprint at that time and then play a Pogo-hopper that we have drawn, and then we would have drawn more cards and have a stronger minion on the board. For approximately the same price. I don't see Geppetto Joybuzz be very viable in a deck like this one. Overall, I really appreciate the effort of Wilpon of creating a list such as this one. I cannot wait to actually give it a try, as I believe it will be one of my favorite of the month as soon as the expansion comes out. I am super hyped to see how big of a Pogo-hopper I can make, and that is the thing I ask of you. Once the expansion comes out, of course, I will be making a video on that one. I would love to see how big you can make your own Pogo-hoppers. Whether that is BM or not is up to you, but I know that will have ridiculous sizes on those little bad boys. One thing to mention is that this deck will be running Witchwood Piper, which guarantees us a way to draw Pogo-hopper. So that is 4 cards out of 30 that will let us draw exactly what we need, whether that is the Pogo-hopper itself or the Piper, which leads us to that. That means it is going to be really easy to get started on that, and as soon as you got a way to bounce that bad boy, you can get rolling extremely fast. So I'll leave you guys with that. We'll brew on that in, during the next couple of days, try to see if there are a couple of other things that can be added or removed to this deck, and I hope you guys actually think about that as well. Thank you everyone for being here. I just needed to mention the winner of our first part of the giveaway for the regular pre-purchase bundle. That is going to be Ricardo Medrano. I'll have your name in the description. I will also be contacting you on YouTube. You have until the 8th to claim your prize. If you do not contact me before then, I won't be able to provide you with that, unfortunately, as they will be pulling the giveaways from the game. So just be quick. If you didn't win, there's also the mega pre-purchase bundle that I'll be announcing in the next video, and of course a couple new interesting things once that is all done. Stay tuned for more information on that, and of course I'll see you guys in the next video. Thanks a lot. Bye bye.